Hello everyone, welcome to ZombieCo Gaming. This will be a Dark Souls 3 Unattended Graveyard optional area walkthrough, including all items and secret locations. So first off, we're going to start from the Consumed King's Lair and continue on into the first area that will give you access to the Unattended Graveyard. Now there's going to be one enemy that's on patrol as we round this corner here. We'll go ahead and take him out here shortly. The main thing is you're just basically going to want to strafe around, watch his crazy jump attack that he does because it can get you off guard. Other than that, he's not too bad. Alright, excellent. So I'm just going to look around here, make sure there's nothing I'm missing. Looks like everything's pretty much cleared out, so... Now, this is actually not a illusion here, as the message would tell you. And this chest here you can loot. You don't have to worry about it being a mimic, so feel free to do that. Now, right behind the chest is a false wall, and you're just going to pound it with your sword or whatever you use as your melee weapon to open it up. Once you do that, go ahead and pass on through here, and we're going to go ahead and open up the first bonfire in the Unattended Graves area. Okay, so first off, I'm just going to start by clearing out this group here to the left. And they're actually praying to their bird priest or whatever the hell he is, so you can actually jump in and do quite a bit of damage. I like to actually pull them out and kind of kite them a bit. Draw them out one by one, fight them, a lot easier than dodging 3-4 attacks coming from opposite directions, of course. Oh, looks like I got stuck here a little bit. Oh, there we go. Alright, so if I can manage to pull, if I can get around that grave, manage to pull these last two over here. I'm not sure if they followed me or not. Oh, yep, they're there, alright, so. Okay, so we should have the priest left up here, and he drops a staff, and then there's a ring. It's like an Ashen Estus ring I think we're going to pick up here. And that staff he's got is called the Storyteller's staff, and you can. It's actually a pretty decent staff, so if you're a caster, you might be interested in that. And then to the left here, we'll pick up the Ashen Estus ring, and then we'll just go ahead and reset at the bonfire here. And anytime that I do this, I'm just going to reset at the bonfire so we can recoup all of our abilities, refresh our guy, all that good stuff. Okay, so I'm just coming out the middle here, and then I'm going to hop a left onto this path here to pick up the next item in the area. And these guys can be a pain. Don't let them sit there and swing at you, because they'll just sit there and go forever. You want to strafe around behind them, in between their attacks, try to interrupt them, stuff like that. Don't forget about this dog that's around the corner here. He's a little ambusher. Once you dispatch him, make sure you pick up the next item here, which is like a soul of... Oh, it's a Titanite chunk. That's what it was. Okay, so this next item up here is a Titanite chunk as well. So you just take out this other guy that's on patrol. Like I said, these guys can be a pain, so you just don't want to let them sit there and swing at you, or else you're going to be in trouble. See, I shouldn't be letting him do this. There we go, okay. Now he's going all weird on me now. I was hoping he'd lunge at me there so I'd catch him, but he's too smart for me. Ah! Man, that was close. He almost got me anyway. Alright, so once you dispatch this guy, pick up that Titanite chunk that we were just facing. When you pick up that Titanite chunk, there's going to be another dog sitting there waiting to ambush. Just take him out and continue on the path that you'll be facing, and we'll go ahead and do the lizards next. Okay, so I'm going to just buff here real quick. And now I'm just going to grab that item. Once you take out that dog, just continue on. Come through this path here. Run through the pond. And you'll see 2 crystal lizards sitting out here. Now if you walk out too far, they're both going to aggro you. If you sneak out to the right, like I'm going to show you here, you can actually pull them individually, which is a lot easier. I'm going to buff here, and then we'll go ahead and start up. Okay, so as you can see, I've managed to pull that one. And you're just basically going to try to keep him over here. It can be a bit of a pain because it's a lot harder to get around him. In that open space, it's a lot easier to battle, but do your best. These guys actually aren't too bad. It's just a matter of picking your attacks in between and keeping your guard up. Together, though, they're definitely a pain in the ass. I was going to try to lightning him, but looks like he wasn't going to give me time to do it here. Okay, so once you pull these guys out, you get a Titanite scale times 2. I'll go ahead and finish off this next one up here. Do a quick buff real quick. And like I said, it's a lot easier once you get out into this big area to take these guys out. Ooh, yikes, I don't know what I was planning there. I was going to try to hit him with lightning, but I forgot I had replenishment. Not a very good start to the fight, but okay, so we're going to go ahead and take him out here. And like I said, you just want to pick your attacks in between strafing and dodging his stuff. In fact, these guys are pretty easy at this point. It's like one of the first major enemies you fight in the game. Now, after I finish off these guys and collect the items in the area, I'm just going to go ahead and port back to the bonfire. So that's where we'll start out next after this. Just do a quick look around, make sure I didn't lose anything or leave anything behind. Praise that guy's message, because it's a good message. And it looks like there's not too much going on around here. So we'll probably give one last look over here. Looks pretty good, so we'll go ahead and just teleport back to the camp, or teleport back to the bonfire there. Alright. Okay, now we're going to continue on straight up through the middle, take out the first patrol, or you can dodge through them, whatever works. After you get up to the top, you're going to get invaded by a dark spirit. After we take her out, I'm just going to reset at the campfire, so... And then we'll move on to the champion of the area, the main boss. Okay, so once you get to the top of the hill, she's just going to invade you immediately. That'll be Daughter of Crystal Caminid, is what that says? I couldn't quite see. Yeah, she's being a pain. She's like skirting the dang wall. Ugh, I hate it when they do this crap. Ow, yikes, she caught me. I hope he kills her. Alright, good. That works out. Okay, so she died anyway. And then I was planning on going back to the campfire at any rate, so... Okay, so I'm heading back to the campfire. We're going to go same way, except for this time we're just going to continue on through. And then I'll show you guys how to just fast run through and get the next item on our way to, I think it's Gundyr is the boss. It's the same as the first boss, except for he's a little tougher. This basically is like a parallel realm of the first area you start out in, so... I'm trying to just run past... There we go. Okay, so basically what I want to do is just run past all these guys so I don't have to waste resources on them. And there's a guy, once you get around the corner here, that's going to appear. He'll try to take a shot at you, so just take it wide. Yep, he got me. Never mind. Okay, so once you come down, take out this guy that's at the bottom. This guy will always drop in on top of you, so watch out for him. For whatever reason, he likes to strafe around behind you. As you can see, it didn't work out too well for him there. And pick up the hidden blessing, grab this item, take out the little guy standing here, and now you're going to be dodging two archers that are at the top of this thing. They're at the bottom of this little area here. Take out the archer to the left. You might take out that guy to the far right, or the right corner when you come in. I'll show you here. This guy likes to sneak up behind you, so just take him out. I like to dispatch the archers as fast as I can, especially with the shield guy, because that spear guy, he just does nothing. He just sits there and watches, as you can see. Okay, so once you take out all these guys here, and you feel comfortable with it, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I don't have anything else I got to worry about. So I'm going to pop an ember here and summon in some people. Just make sure I take out all the extras so we don't have any little surprises. That guy with the dagger, he's always scrappy, I swear. He's always got a little chip on his shoulder. He's got to prove something. Alright, so we'll go ahead and use my one of my embers here, and then we'll just summon in. And I'm just going to try to summon in anyone I can at this point, because usually it just glitches out, or somebody grabs them before I do. I'm not sure exactly what happens, but I always seem to have problems summoning people in the first few tries. Alright, so it looks like we got one guy here. Oh, good, we got a pyromancer. Excellent. This guy should be quite a bit of help. Okay, so the next guy, hopefully he's pretty tanky. Ooh, yeah, nice. Perfect. Excellent. So we got cleric, tank, and a pyro. That's exactly what you want. Got the full group. We got support, damage, and tanky. I mean, what else could you want? One more DPS, maybe. Maybe a sorcerer. I don't know, that pyromancer should be pretty good if he's got all his spells. So, as soon as you come in, this guy's going to be rushing you. You need to get the hell out of his way. Oh yeah, that pyro's got his stuff. Look at that. Very nice. Now, a lot of this guy is just strafing around him, dodging his attacks. He doesn't actually switch into that big blob of nasty crap at the end of it like the other fight, which is kind of nice. Champion Gundyr. Nice, got him with that last one. Man, she kills him with that fire, though. Makes me want to re-roll Pyro. Be right back, I'm going to re-roll Pyromancer. Alright, good little group there, I gotta say. Got a lot of souls for it, too. 46,000, that's pretty good. So we'll just wait for these guys to despawn, do a quick looting of the area. And I think this is the Black Knight Glaive. Pretty nice weapon, so make sure you don't leave that behind. I think that's the last of the items inside of here, though. So we'll go ahead and I'll spend off these souls real quick and do all that stuff, and then I'll just go ahead and continue on to the next area here. Figured I'd put that ring on just in case there's some nasty surprise waiting in here for me. Alright, excellent. So it looks pretty clear. Once you've explored the area, make sure you light your bonfire there. And then you just continue on through the double doors up the hill here. Now when you get up to the top, there's going to be some knights. One's on patrol, so you can usually take this guy out before he gets up to you. And these guys, I mean, they're pretty easy. Strafe around, stab them in the back. They actually drop some pretty decent stuff too, so they're not bad to farm. And they actually drop a pretty good amount of souls, if I remember. I think it's like 2k. Let's find out. Yeah, he almost got me there. Okay, so there's a knight, just like on the first area when you got here, there's a guy waiting in ambush. There's a knight waiting in ambush there. Okay, so this other patrol's just reached up here, looks like. We'll go ahead and take him out next. And I mean, as far as enemies go, these guys are actually very easy. As you can see, you just strafe around and stab them in the back. Now we'll just go ahead and clear out the area around this shrine, and then we'll go inside of it. So on the left side here, coming up to the top, and this is where you're going to want to start out, because it ends up basically setting you up to ambush the other guy on the other side once you clear it this way. So make sure you take out this first knight up here, or else he will sneak up on you when you get that item that we're getting ready to grab. Ooh, kicked him ass first off the edge. Nice, dropped an ember too. So these guys drop embers apparently, or they all do. I don't know. I've always been finding quite a bit of embers off of enemies. So make sure you pick up the Soul of the Crestfallen Knight up here, and as you can see, we're going to have a guy at the bottom of this just waiting to ambush people. We will go ahead and take him out now. Just want to make sure I'm not leaving anything else secret back here. yikes, I don't know what happened there. I got some major slowdown. That was odd. It looks like it fixed itself. Well, at least it didn't crash in the middle of us recording this. That would have been pretty crappy. Okay, so once you take this guy, however you want to do it, I'm going to cheese his ass with some lightning here, just because why not? Okay, so once you pick up the Hornet ring, just head back around to the other side where we'll grab our next item here before heading into the Firelink Shrine. Now, there's nothing else that's going to ambush you after you take out that knight. I'm kind of wary of it, which is why I'm being careful here. But I don't see anything, so I think that other guy was probably the only other enemy here. Alright, so pick up the Chaos Blade. Now, none of these gates are going to open up. They don't lead you up to the next areas like they do in the first Firelink Shrine location. So after you pick up that item, just head back around, go in through the front door there, and we will clear out this next area. And by clear out, I mean talk to NPCs, because there's not any enemies. But there are items, so make sure you head on in so you can see what those are, as well as talk to the Shrine Handmaiden that will be selling some different items than the other Handmaiden in the first Firelink Shrine area. Including the Wolf Knight's armor set. So, if you're interested in that, that's where you get it. Okay, so you're going to grab this coiled sword, and this is going to be like a homeward bone, and this will give you unlimited uses. So you pretty much never have to worry about using the spell or the homeward bone again once you have this item. So it's pretty nice. It actually makes it worth it just to come here for that. Along with the other nice items as well, like the Chaos Blade or that Black Knight's Glaive, stuff like that. Okay, so this is by Arena of Karim. And once you get in here, just make sure to pick up her eyes. Eyes of a Firekeeper. And then make sure you pick up the Blacksmith's hammer. And there's not really anything else to loot inside this area. So just go ahead and continue on. You can go over here and talk to the sorcerer on the right side where he's usually at. You'll find some ashes unless you've continued the quest line, at which point there won't be anything. It just kind of depends on where you're at in the quest line. If he's already died, then you won't have anything. If he's still alive, then you'll have ashes there. Since he's already died in my my playthrough, there's nothing there. And as far as I could tell, there wasn't anything else to loot in this area, so I just go ahead and head over to the Handmaiden next.
Well, fancy the lost lamb wandereth in with, well, thou shouldst my purpose know. Skirt the curse's grasp, tarry not for long. 'Tis dark for now, and not a soul stirs, but remember, fires are known to fade in quiet. Or perhaps thou'rt captive already, like the poor girl. To skirt the curse's grasp.
Okay, after you're finished talking with the Handmaiden, do a quick scout around, make sure you didn't leave anything, and I'll show you kind of a cool little trick. I couldn't find any items, really, when I got up to this spot. It just seems like it's kind of a cool extra area you can go to, so I'll show you it. If anybody manages to find anything, let me know. Do a quick look behind all these areas here, make sure there's no other things I can grab. Yep, looks pretty clean. Here's another illusionary wall. That's the one right above Arena of Karim, and it leads to the same area, so. Okay, so now when you get out on the top ledge and hook a right, you can actually go around to where you would have headed up to the top of the Firelink Shrine's roof. And it'll be right around, yeah, up here on this right side here. Got turned around a bit, I thought that other exit was it. Okay, so after you get out here, you come around, swing up to the top. Make sure there's no items here I'm missing. Nothing I can see. This gate you can't get through, but you can actually jump from this tree, and these are all my attempts at trying to do this. Okay, so I made it up to the top here, and you can just basically walk around. There's not anything to do per se, and you can actually drop behind and see the empty chest that you picked up in the first walkthrough of the original area, but it's not respawned in this area for whatever reason, so. Alright, and that's that. Basically, there's not a lot to do up here, but it's just kind of one of those areas you can access that not a lot of people are going to get to. So just kind of something cool to show you guys. And as I said, there's not anything up here. Even if you drop back behind this hidden area where that chest was originally, they don't actually respawn it. It's the original chest, so. Okay, that does it for the walkthrough. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're a new viewer, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and good gaming.